that's what James is saying when they scan the website or they scan the internet to see what websites are talking about you from where. The term is crawling the web. What they do is essentially like they don't do it every day for every artist, but say every 3 months, they essentially send out like a pulse of sonar across the web to see, are there new people talking about this guy? Who is it? Who's talking about this guy? Is it the New York Times and oh shit, and the Washington Post and a bunch of big websites? Oh, this guy is somebody. His authority, and when people search, even if you have a common name, Mike Smith, when people search Mike Smith, your name now has more authority because other websites, big websites, are talking about you. So now Google knows, well, if someone's searching Mike Smith, it's likely this one. Same kind of thing. We have a client here named Prophet, and Prophet like you're talking to a god, not money prophet, like Jesus. But really, anyway, that's a common, that could be, if somebody just searches, oh, hey, what was the name? Who was that guy that made that song I liked? Oh, it was Prophet. And then he goes on Google Prophet and that's all. That's going to be really hard to come up, right? Until eventually, if somebody were to put in Prophet music after he had 10 blog articles somewhere, Google's probably going to say, well, you know what? It's probably this guy. Based on the level of authority that we're seeing a handful of websites talk about Prophet music, and they're all talking about the same guy's Spotify profile. It's probably this guy. So blogs, in terms of getting on the source, getting on the homepage of the source today, break or completely change your music business, possibly like it could have in 2010? No. Because like James said, a ton of people aren't going there to see what the new music of the day is. Spotify's doing that work for those people. So is Apple Music. So is everything else. It's not going to make or break your business based on the audience that the blog article reaches. But it is the start to getting verified on Twitter, on Instagram. That's how you get verified. By seeing, are you a credible source? Do you have a level of authority? They don't judge that based on how dope your pictures are or how many monthly listeners you have. It's based on, is this somebody that other people are talking about? Because if other people are talking about you, listeners or viewers or whoever's using these apps are likely going to be searching for you. So they want to make sure that their users find the right person. It has nothing to do with you as an artist. Always keep that in mind. Instagram verifies accounts to make it easier for their users, not for the celebrity. And they do it on Spotify. They do that so that if your name is Prophet, if somebody's typing in Prophet on Spotify, they want to make sure that they're showing the one who you're most likely looking for. How do they do that? By crawling the web. And getting on blogs is a great way to get your name in all of the under the hood stuff going on at Google and Spotify that we can't see. It's a great way to get your name on that radar.
If you get a new fan and they care about you enough, they will look to see if you're touring, if you're doing a show, are you local, where's your Instagram, stuff like that. What other profiles do you have? Do you have different music on SoundCloud than you do Apple Music so I can check out different stuff? And if they Google you and all that comes up is your Spotify, that is as far as they will go. They are you've pretty much told them, you found me on Spotify, congrats, here I am. Don't waste your time with anything else. Everything's right here. Which is fine, but you want them to connect with you. Some connection is how you make a fan most of the time. Just liking music often isn't enough. Blogs should be used in those ways for all of that, and then blogs should be used as an advertising tool for yourself. If you get on a blog, if you pay to get on a blog, you can then make an image thanking them for doing a write-up on you and run ads with that. And now you've got the social proof that other people need to finally check out your music. Like kids you know from high school that likely aren't actually listening to your music. But if they say, oh, wow, he got on Time Bulletin, whoever that is, I don't even know what blog that is, but someone else is talking about them. I now am going to go check them out so I can say I knew them first. Or I'm going to check them out because I now have proof that, hey, his music can't be that bad. They're talking about it. Or her music can't suck like I thought it would. Let me go see.